Ich hoffe, der bleibt dran.
Ich hoffe auch.
On my last fishing trip to Norway, I helped my friend Marilyn to improve his fishing skills. Not only that he had been successful at catching fish, the trip also made me look at my hobby from a different perspective. Now, I wanted to ask you something. How often do you eat fish? And where do you get your fish from? Imagine having the choice between a trip where you can catch your own fish straight from the sea and a trip to your next supermarket. What would you prefer to do? Fishing is much more than just catching some fish. Speaking for myself, being out in nature really charges my batteries, and while I'm there, I don't think about anything else than the present moment. I had studied the map and found a spot that looked promising to me. It's a channel that connects the main fjord to a bigger inlet where there's a steep underwater ledge on the one side facing the fjord. You will have the best chances here when the tide changes from ebb to flood. That's when there is no current for a few minutes. Unfortunately, I came a little too late and the current was already moving outwards into the fjord. But I was lucky and caught the first fish with my third cast. A small coalfish took my lure while I was reeling in up along that ledge. I didn't expect the fish to take my lure when reeling in that fast, but coalfish are known as fast predators and the bigger ones can be really strong. And this was my first catch of the day. Now that I knew that there were coalfish down there, I did the same thing again. And so I hooked on to another fish. But this time a nice cod took my lure. These were the ones we caught when we were here last time. And once you know what to do, fishing can be quite easy. It didn't take long until I hooked the next fish. This time it was a bigger goldfish. I was really impressed by the power of that fish. And in about half an hour I managed to catch 7 fish. This was definitely worth standing up that early. Every time I come to Norway, I'm reminded how much I enjoy this country, the fjords, the high mountains, and of course the fishing here. As I drove along to find another spot, I decided to take some time to explore the area for a bit. In between, I took care of the fish that I already had and cleaned them thoroughly. I tried a few more places, but didn't catch any more fish. There was one spot left. It was the one where we caught a big halibut when we were here last time. I didn't have much time left before sunset, but still, I was able to catch 3 more fish, which made it an overall perfect trip. And this was how I prefer to get my fish.